They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks, and here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. It got his man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. Unable to corral him. He fights through. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 12-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mayfield now. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Myles Garrett in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. John Brown, he's got a 1st quarter touchdown grab there. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
180! Check in. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. My 28. Hey, alert, 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 alert. My 28. My touch. Working
out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they work this out past the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
180. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
On first and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the dart?
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Check 26, check 26. Tighten up.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man, it's Brown. Dashing through the snow. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
50, Mike, 50. Let's go, team. We got to step it up. Check 31, check 31. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Go, go.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
180.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but now it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Come on, baby. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You ain't going nowhere. My test. Shoot. Hey, on 133. Point it right.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield got an open man. It's Ratley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Ravens on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Check, 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 check.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 1st down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mayfield down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Hey, echo.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check, check, check.
To throw, Mayfield.
Big stop, Steve.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
There we go. Regular. Go.
Third and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Phillip Rivers, outstanding to this point, 4 touchdown passes. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm on. Mike 40. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike, 180. Watch the slant. Hey, alert. Hey, orbit.
Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This will be from 53 for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Nothing easy about that one, and these elements in the snow, but he's able to put it home in what looks to be the game winner.
And you know, I had problems with the footing just walking from the bus to the stadium. I can't imagine being called to kicking this stuff with the game on the line. But he appeared to have zero issues whatsoever.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, it'll be a 13th win on the year, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency.